All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to your June graduation. I'm Alex Lott, your Chief Operating and Programs Officer. Like we do with every graduation, we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem. If you can please stand, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance led by our warrior trainer, Armando Trinidad.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And please remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you. You can be seated. Today we have Sydney Parker, the outreach correspondent, attending today's graduation on behalf of Senator Rick Scott's office. Welcome, Sydney. 9 of our service dogs in our June class have been selected as Fetch It Forward dogs through our friends at the Dogtopia Foundation. Through the foundation, individual Dogtopia daycares throughout the U.S. raise money via their pet parents to help support organizations like K9s For Warriors. We are so grateful to our Dogtopia family and their continued support. And before I introduce our class, because it is a small environment, if we can do a simple golf clap, and then we'll do a larger clap at the end just because of the reverberations for our dogs. So please help me introduce our Warrior class for June. First up, we have Heather and Freddie. Freddie is sponsored by Rich Murray through our friends at the Troopers Assisting Troops, additionally supported by Dogtopia of Meridian North. John Freddie Kuiper, a close friend of Rich Murray, was born and lived his too short life in Brooklyn, New York. Freddie, as he's more commonly known, went to Holy Cross Grade School and Brooklyn Prep High School. He worked for the phone company before his military career in the U.S. Army. He was a great friend with a super sense of humor, played a fierce left wing on the local hockey team, strummed a mean guitar, often drawing enthusiastic music crowds in New York City's Washington Square Park, and drove a black 55 Chevy. Freddie was killed in action in Vietnam. He is remembered lovingly by his family and those that were fortunate to count him among our friends. Heather, I wish you the best of luck with Freddie, whose namesake remains in the hearts of many. You look like a super pair. I appreciate your service to our country. Sincerely, Rich. The sponsor is not attending, but watching on Facebook, and Freddie was trained by Kaylee Phipps. Heather would like the team to know the person who needs to be recognized with utmost honor is Shari Duval. Without her program, which is to help end veteran suicide and selflessness towards veterans, I wouldn't be here today, graduating with my second service dog, Freddie. Because of Shari, AKA Mom, my life was saved by my battle buddy. Larry, I miss him dearly, and I hope he's resting easy with Shari. May she rest in peace. It was a real honor to have met her. I would like to thank Rich Murray from Friends at Troopers Assisting Troops for sponsoring Freddie. John and Freddie both have in common that they have a super sense of humor. She's a Chevy girl with the intentions of sticking her head out the window of a 90s Corvette someday, and she likes Minnesota Gophers college hockey team. Next up is Tracy and Echo, dog sponsored by Alan Myrick, additionally supported by Dogtopia of Frisco, Preston. There's a story and a dog behind the name Echo. Echo was Alan Myrick's dog from 1995 to 2009. Alan got him as a puppy. Echo was a Brittany, and a big one at that. The Brittany is a breed of gun dog primarily bred for bird hunting, although it is often referred to as the Brittany Spaniel. They are not actually spaniels. Alan and Echo did a lot of things together, including charity walks and obedience training. Echo even got his AKC Junior Hunter title, so Alan worked with him training for quail hunting. Echo was a great dog with a fun personality. Echo lived for 14 years. Alan is gratified to pass on the name to another great dog. The sponsors are attending, and the dog was trained by Bruno Bago and Skylar Reed. Tracy would like to say a thank you to all the staff. You have been wonderful. This opportunity has been truly a blessing. Next up is Heather and Steele. Steele is sponsored by Jeff Martin Auctioneers and additionally supported by Dogtopia of South Lake. Steele is named in honor of Michael Steele. Michael owns Bottoms Up Chop Shop, and he and his team donated their time and talents to design and build a custom motorcycle for auction through Jeff Martin Auctioneers. All proceeds from the auction supported K9s For Warriors. Steele is the second of 4 dogs sponsored from the auction. Steele was trained by Amani Winton. Kelly and Jeff Martin, along with the entire Jeff Martin auction team, are watching live stream. Hello. They are honored to have been a part of helping a true hero receive the unconditional love only a canine can give, and are grateful for Heather's service to our country. Heather would like the team to know and thank Kelly and Jeff Martin, along with the entire Jeff Martin auctioneer team and Dogtopia of South Lake for bringing Steele and her together. Thank you to Michael Steele for not only the name of her dog Steele, but for the sexy goatee he has acquired from you as well. He gets a lot of attention. She'd also like to thank the entire K9s For Warriors staff in getting her through this tough journey and pushing her beyond her limits. She wants to thank Armando specifically because he is also a squid from another mother. It is a Navy and Coast Guard thing. Also, she would like to wish all of her classmates well on their future K9s adventures with their new battle buddies, and both of my families for their support. Next, we have Stephanie and Cody. Cody is sponsored by Matt Atanasio. They are friends at the Lieutenant Dennis W. Zielinski Memorial Fund, and additionally sponsored by Dogtopia of South Eglin. On behalf of Madison, Lisa, myself, and all the others who participate in the event that was designed to raise the money for Cody's training, we want to congratulate you and Tony on your new partnership. The name Cody is of Irish Gaelic descent, and his name means descendant of the helpful one, or helpful. Stephanie, I know that Cody will be so much help to you in the next chapters of your life. He will be there for you as a guide, friend, and support structure as you both move forward together. Yet I also know that you will be an amazing cohort in Cody's life as well. This new relationship will be co-authored by both of you, and I'm confident the book you both write will provide wonderful storytelling for years to come for family, friends, future canines, and warriors. Also, a big thank you to those who trained Cody to be ready for his next mission in his life. Lastly, we wish you both, Stephanie and Cody, all the best in the years to come. Cody was trained by Luis Nieves and Sydney Bishop, and Quentin Walsh and his wife are attending on behalf of the Zielinski Memorial Fund, and Matt is watching on YouTube Live. Stephanie would like to say, I would like to thank everyone here at K9s For Warriors for allowing me to be a part of this program. Thank you to Matt and his friends at the Lieutenant Dennis Zelensky Memorial Fund, as well as Dogtopia of South Egland for sponsoring my new battle buddy. And Dennis, would you like to wave to the audience as well? Thank you. Next up, we have Danielle and Leroy. The dog was sponsored by Debbie and Chuck Burke, additionally supported by Dogtopia of San Jose. Deb and Chuck chose the name Leroy to honor Debbie's late father and Army veteran, Colonel Leroy Terrell. Leroy passed in 2010. Deb said he was the best of the best, and she knows this Leroy will be the best for Danielle. The sponsors were unable to attend today as they are traveling, but they will be watching live. So hello, friends on TV. The dog was also was trained by Taylin Left. Danielle wishes to say, I want to give a huge thank you to K9s, to Deb and Chuck, and to my family. Thank you to my mom, because without her, I wouldn't be here. She is the biggest support and my best friend, and I am forever grateful for her in getting me here to meet Leroy. Next, we have Julie and Macy. Macy was additionally sponsored by Dogtopia of Historic Phoenix and trained by Skylar Reed. Julie would like to thank K9s for helping give me my life back. The team here, along with my fellow warriors and our dogs, have given me a brighter outlook on the future than I ever thought possible. My wish is that they continue to follow Shari's legacy and save even more veterans and rescue more dogs through a perfect pairing. Without you, hundreds of us would not be here today. A special shout out to the trainers and house moms who took care of us behind the scenes. You rock. Next, we have Desiree and Sandy. Sandy is sponsored by Joe and Joan Sheridan through our friends at the Lieutenant Dennis Zelensky Memorial Fund, and additionally supported by Dogtopia of Town Center. Joe and Joan selected the name Sandy because they live near the Jersey Shore, and Sandy Beach is their favorite place. And they send congratulations and best wishes to Sandy and Desiree. Dog was trained by Haley Kenny. Quentin Walsh is again in attendance representing the Zelensky Memorial Fund, and Sheridans are watching on YouTube Live. Desiree would like to say thank you to Joe and Joan Sheridan for their generosity and sacrifice their family continues to make to this country. Along with the Lieutenant Dennis Zelensky Memorial Fund, Dogtopia of Town Center, and the K9s For Warriors team and staff. A special thanks to Haley for caring and training Sandy to be the best possible service dog I could have imagined. Sandy and I will live our best lives together as a team, growing and learning from each other. Thank you for giving me the best gift ever. In her, I have found myself again. Next are Tiffany and Evie. Dog was sponsored by the Rotary Club of Thousand Oaks with the generous support of Simon Forte, and additionally supported by Dogtopia of South Chandler. Rotary members were offered the opportunity to submit their name choices for the sponsored dog. The name Evie was submitted to honor Rotary member and true patriot Evie Green, who holds a special place in their hearts. Evie was trained by Mark Page. Tiffany would like to thank my mom, my son, my husband, and the congregation at Bethel United Methodist Church, all of my family and true friends, and the house moms who have supported me through the entire process. I am grateful for those who sponsored Evie, as well as the trainers and handlers of K9s For Warriors, who worked with Evie and made the decision for us to be a pair. Thanks be to God for the opportunity to meet these wonderful women I went through training alongside, and the relationships I will cherish forever. Next up are Erica and Bender. Tioga Pipe and the Tioga Family Foundation sponsored the dog. The Houston office got together to come up with the pipe industry related name for your pup and selected Bender. Tioga is one of the largest material providers for high energy pipe and steel components for applications in the process, power, nuclear, and military shipbuilding industries. Bender is the fourth dog supported by Tioga. Bender was trained by Mindy Brown. Erica would like to thank her family who has supported her through this process, especially her husband, who has been her service human for a while now. Hopefully my new battle buddy can lighten his load of some. Special thanks to our family and friends who took time out of their lives to help at home while I've been away. Thank you to the K9s For Warriors team for all their work, and a final thank you to Tioga Pipe and the Tioga Family Foundation for their kindness and generosity in helping me find my new battle buddy. Next we have Brianna and Shari. Shari is additionally supported by Dogtopia of San Jose. Brianna would like to thank the whole K9s For Warriors team for giving me the opportunity to change my life for the better. I would also like to thank the sponsors for my service dog, Shari, for participating in this program so I could be blessed with Shari's attentiveness and go-getter attitude. Shari will definitely help with my path to healing and being present in the moment with my family. And Shari was trained by Chelsea Allen and Danae Jernukin. One last big round of applause for our June graduates. And that concludes our ceremony. If you notice, there is a little bit of tape up here. That is our do not cross line. Should the warriors want to come up and greet you, they'll stay up to that line, and please respect their space. And then that concludes our ceremony. Have a great afternoon.